Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate. What's up, everyone? Hope everybody is having a fantastically amazing day. I certainly am. I think. I don't really know. Um, yes, I know everybody loves this song. I should put this on 24/7 live stream. It should never stop. Never, ever stop. Carlo Magno said, I came here for the grapes. Everyone is here for specifically that. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I see that some other people who I know and who have some kind of connection with me are live at this very same time, which is just unacceptable and disgusting to me. Like, what is this? So I would ask them to go offline so that all the attention is on this channel. All right, so yes. Earlier I actually scheduled this as Lauren Southern lashing out on something. Then I changed the title because I wanted to do different things. But I think I'm just going to review a video that Lauren Southern posted. And Lauren Southern is somebody that I don't have a big history of agreeing with, I would say. But her stuff on Islam has been pretty much on point. And she, at some point, quit YouTube, disappeared, and then and came back as a much better person and started kind of speaking out against extreme positions on the right and the left, and also against Islam and all that. But she has a video published that I can look at here, among other things, where she talks about what's currently going on on the political right in the West, and how people are kind of cozying up with Islam, which is insane. So we are going to have a look at that. I actually initially wanted to to watch this by myself at home. Then I decided to just go live and watch this live. So I myself haven't watched it yet, because 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 she's a woman, and of course you can't listen to women, you can't trust women, you can't, because women don't have anything important to say, at least according to Muhammad. So therefore I didn't watch it. However, I did decide to amplify it by going live and watching it together. Yes, for some people, make a reminder here, and I also want to say happy Passover to everyone. Happy Passover to all the Jews. Happy Passover. Happy Pesach. So Shameach Pesach. Is that how you say it? No, I don't know. I think I got it right. Maybe not. Halfway. I don't know. But yes, we're going to look at the. Of course, I had to quickly say something to my Jewish friends, because obviously I'm being paid by Mossad. Otherwise, why would I be doing this? Like, I even have a giant Tanakh here, just to flash that to get more money. Anyway, let's look what she says. So, as said, she disappeared. She quit, and then she came back, and kind of seemed different in a way, more moderate and more matured. And now, because lots of people are kind of aligning themselves with the Muslims and the Islamists, she made a video response, and I really want to have a look at it.
6 years ago, I posted this video about Ali Dawa. Will you shake my hand?
No.
No, you won't shake my hand. Even basic cultural greeting standards within the West are not permissible within Islam, which at the very
2000, this is a long time ago, man. I remember that as if it was yesterday. Huh. 2008.
very least indicates there's some level of discussion to be had about the compatibility of this religion and European culture, certainly as more and more Muslims come into Europe and become a larger voting bloc. And to be frank, at the time, I was doing a series of videos all over.
What is this office? It looks very Interesting. It looks very professional. I was commenting on that earlier, kind of this blurry light thing. It looks like it could be, I don't know, a makeup channel or something like that. That's so cliche. Wow. Was that offensive? I don't even know. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just making comments here. I don't even know what I'm saying. This whole thing just reminds me of this here, by the way. Back when Ali Dawa made a post about her and just blurred her entire body, including her shoulders. And Lauren's response was just, "Did you really blur my shoulders?" Oh man. Fun times.
I was doing a series of videos all over London and Europe about imported sexism, intolerance, anti-Western values that was really concerning and I felt would accumulate to something worse over time if it wasn't talked about. So I made a bunch of videos like this one.
I'm going to be asking the most difficult would you rather question out there. Would you rather?
Oh no. I haven't listened to her much in the past. This is probably the longest I've listened to her so far. And she let out the Canadian thing. She said out. And now I'm not sure if I want to continue listening. I'm sure if David was here, he would be very harsh right now after that out sound.
Have women's rights or Islam? Let's see how they react. Women's rights or Islam?
I'm not. Is that a real choice? Is that a real question? Why is that even a question?
Why are you at this rally ask that question? Provoking like an argument, which there's no point. Why can't we just band together about feminism instead of you coming along here and starting a religious debate?
Because some people believe you should be stoned for the crime of being raped, and if you are protesting rape, you should be protesting the people that want to hurt you for being raped as well.
Why are you just letting this go past? Why are you doing this?
Why in particular?
Man, somebody who probably just screamed out their lungs in a protest, then yelling on camera just sounds very, very hard to listen to. Well, I know how that feels. Maybe you shouldn't talk in that situation. You should probably drink more water or something. I don't know. I can barely talk after I'm live for like 2 hours or for 1 hour. And people really want to speak on camera after screaming for a few hours, I guess.
Particularly, did you use Islam?
Because there is a big problem with how women are treated under Islam.
Right. So you didn't first ask her whether or not she identifies as a Muslim?
No, I'm asking feminists.
Why are you not asking Muslim women about this? Why are you asking?
Well, you don't see a whole lot here, do you? Their husbands probably didn't let them come.
What a comment. That's probably true, though. So, yeah.
Oh my God! Did you just hear what she said to me? A lot more violence in the Bible, and believe me, I grew up Catholic.
That's why you see Chris.
Oh, my God. There's a lot more violence in the Bible. You know what? It is probably true that there is more violence in the Bible. Does that, however, mean that the Bible advocates for more violence? No. Okay, we can acknowledge that there is probably more violence in the Bible. Yes. Does that, however, mean that the Bible is therefore more in favor of or more, in support of that the Bible advocates for violence? No, those are completely different things. Completely different things, because the Bible, first off, is significantly longer than the Quran. Okay, the Quran is a tiny book compared to the Bible. Okay, I wouldn't say tiny, that's kind of an exaggeration. But let's see. There was a nice graph or some picture that some people recently posted. I think that was even posted on it. Oh yeah, here it is. What is this?
Judaism?
No, it's a video. It's a video. But I don't know. I don't want to open the video, but here is an overview. But this is basically what it looks like. Tanakh, Bible from the Christian perspective, including the New Testament, and Quran. Because the Quran is less than half as big as the Bible. So it is understandable that there is more content in there. Plus, if you want to go by average, it could still be true that the Bible has more violence because the Bible is an actual book with actual content that actually tells history, that talks about different things, that goes chronologically in order to explain the history of the people, things that are happening around them at the time, and so on. The Quran is not a book like that. The Quran doesn't even have a proper narrative that it sticks to. It just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth from topic to topic, and the Quran is the one that advocates for the violence. So this whole, oh, the Bible has more violence is a non-argument. It's stupid.
Christians running people over in the streets of London.
Oh my fuck!
This one? All right, so I'm here in Molenbeek with Sofiane, and you said you've been here 3 months now. Would you like to see Molenbeek under Sharia law? Would you like to see Sharia law in Molenbeek?
Why no? Yeah.
Why no? Why no? Why no? Why no?
Probably the majority of people in Molenbeek support Sharia law. I'd support no homo.
What is this? What is this place called? Is that a place in, what is this? Is it a place in Canada?
Homosexuals in
Molenbeek?
Molenbeek, and in fact, I support Sharia law, which says women should cover their faces. There should be execution of gays. So interesting.
And that one?
So I'm headed to an
Oh, Molenbeek, Sweden. I know, Katrina. I know. That's exactly what I thought too. Not seriously thought, but I was joking and thinking about that in my head. I was joking to myself to entertain myself because that's what I do. Molenbeek is in Belgium. It is. It's funny because I'm supposed to know a lot about Europe, but I know very little about Belgium, which is basically a terrible, terrible place nowadays. Ooh, what is this? What is this? So I Google it, and then a major article that comes up is from the New York Times called "The Islamic State of Molenbeek." That's pretty good. That's pretty interesting. Anyway,
area called Lakemba in Sydney, Australia. Let's see what we find out in Lakemba. Men started yelling in Arabic across the street at us. Why would I cause a breach of the peace?
Because it's highly religious down there.
And would it be me causing a breach of the peace, or would it be the people there?
Well, your presence may cause them to be
I don't understand. Why would her presence cause a problem?
Breach of the peace, or would it be the people there?
Well, your presence may cause them to be,
Oh, your presence might cause them to be outraged. I have no idea how to do an Australian accent. I still don't know, because it is on Mars, to be honest. So it's not like I'm ever going to go there.
be offensive and be objective to your attending.
Be offensive.
There.
As far as I'm concerned, they have Sharia law here. I was told if I talk to people, even if I put all my cameras away, I can't criticize Islam to people here on a public street in Australia, in Sydney.
And that one.
What is happening in the world? Why is Islam protected, and yet criticism of Islam is regarded as somehow dangerous?
Because we fear.
I know, because she is a woman that... Yeah, D. Boudreaux said, wow, it's like being openly Jewish. Yeah. But here, Carol said exactly what I was thinking in my head. She's being openly female. Yep. She's being openly a woman, and that's probably very, very, very bad. There, unacceptable. That's what I was thinking too.
Islam. They're still a minority in Western countries. And while all these people will tout open borders, multiculturalism, as soon as Islamists become over 50% of your population, you will see your country looking exactly like any Islamic nation in the world. And suddenly the LGBT activists won't be as happy about this open borders situation. Suddenly the liberal women that are being stoned for the crime of rape will start to realize.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the situation right now, the way things are going, and I feel like Western people, no offense, dear Western people, no offense, all the Western people who are listening, hello, Western person. I know you're listening to me right now. I'm sorry. but you're very stupid. Yes, you. Not you, not the ones who are listening right now. All those who are listening are actually not included, because all those who are listening are saved from being stupid. But Western civilization has just become so naive, so ridiculous, so absolutely ridiculous, that I seriously think, like right now, for example, you have people in the UK openly like taking places over and saying, "Oh, if we're the majority, yeah, we're gonna have our own parties and we're gonna impose our own laws, yeah, in it." And this is it's just getting started right now. And Western people are still being told, "Oh, no, there is no problem. There's no problem. Nothing is happening. There's no problem at all." Still out there defending Islam from criticism, still being totally okay with it, still wearing baby gloves and all that. I feel like if it came to a point in the future where they started openly saying death to apostasy, death to homosexuals, and so on now, and this was supported by 50% of the population, Western people would still be like, I'm not sure if I want to say anything about this. I don't know. I'm not sure if I should speak out. It's probably not all Muslims, and it's probably not about religion. I mean, all religions have a problem, right? All religions, right, guys. All religions are kind of bad. You're right, guys. Let's not be bigoted. Let's be careful. Let's be very, very careful. Let's be respectful, not be Islamophobic, not be bigoted. Yeah. And always make sure that whenever we mention something negative about Islam, let's immediately mention how Christianity is also problematic. Yeah, right. Oh, I see that this crowd is coming toward me right now because I'm gay, and I look very gay, right? And they're coming at me right now. I think they're going to. Oh no! Oh! They're coming here! Ouch! 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 I'm being lynched! But it's okay. It's okay. I don't want to be Islamophobic. This is how Western people are acting. I feel like the average Western person, even if they were brought to the public place of execution, which of course would be established once Islam is at 50%, and they had I don't know, the Islamic way of executing people was brought in, and their hands were tied, their heads were put down, about to be chopped off. They would still think, nah, okay, yeah, let's not exaggerate. All religions are bad. This is how Western people are. And yeah, for the record, I'm not gay. Unlike Andrew Tate. Not that I have a problem. Not that I have a problem with being gay or gayness, but I wish some people like Andrew Tate were more open about it instead of letting it out by hating women and saying weird things like these. Sex is for making children. Any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. Oh, my pee-pee feels good. This is great. In fact, you are 40. If you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. Gay. All that feel-good pee-pee sex and hardly any genetic legacy. Oh my god. Oh, my pee-pee feels good. This is great. No. If you're having sex with women because it feels good, then you're gay. You're gay. You're not supposed to enjoy it. You're not supposed to enjoy sex with women. You're supposed to do it out of necessity. You don't have sex with women for joy. You don't do that. That's gay. What's wrong with people?
What they've gotten themselves into, and I fear that it may have to get to these horrific points before people wake up and open their eyes.
They got millions of views, raising awareness about rising intolerance in London. So what did the left do? They banned me from the country for racism. And what's happening?
That's true. Moshko said, is that a real tweet? It is. It is a real tweet. I'm not sure if he deleted it meanwhile. He also made a tweet the other day, which was like having sex with virgins I don't remember the details, but I think it was something like when you have sex with virgins, then no, when you have sex with non-virgins, you should only have sex with virgins, because if you have sex with non-virgins, then your penis goes somewhere where another penis also was, and that is gay or something like that. I don't know, some really some really weird stuff. That's what he said. Yeah.
In the UK since? Well, all of the commentators called me a racist, homophobe, all these names at the time, and now they're all making videos like this.
Never before have I felt as unsafe as I do now. When I walk down the street, I'm increasingly being leered at. I'm increasingly being followed like I'm going around the souks of Morocco. And it's not, visibly to me anyway, people who were born and bred here. A lot of women going about their daily business feel that their safety is being directly threatened by people who are coming from different cultures. And this needs to be discussed, because I've had enough.
How strange. That's so bizarre. I mean, that could be a Lauren Southern video. Is she going to go to jail for this? That's very naughty. Very naughty.
So she mentioned that she was banned from different countries, or from a country. I think that she was pretty sure that she was barred entry into the UK. But I think I don't know. Also Australia. I don't know. There were some difficulties with her going on.
Only someone had warned them about this. Like, if only. It's just such a shame that there was no one talking about this, no one making videos about this, trying to tell them. Now, let's go back to Ali Dawa, who just recently posted a video in which his wife can.
Yeah. This is perfect. This is perfect. There's David Wood. Look at that. Look at that. Lauren Southern is looking at David Wood's tweet. That's funny. Oh, this tweet went, whoa, 11,000 likes, 13 million views. Whoa. Whoa. David Wood doing the work here and spreading the Dawa by sharing the beautiful message of Ali Dawa so that the whole world can see the beauty of Ali Dawa, but never ever the beauty of whoever is covered up here. We still don't know if this is an actual person, if it's a woman, if it's a goat, if it's a little girl, or if it is Smile to Jannah. So we still don't know. We still don't have any conclusive information on that, I would say. So it's hard to tell who really is under that veil. And we will never know, I would say. I did recently make a poll on this on one of our live streams recently, and asked, is it a child, a woman, or Smile to Jannah, or a goat? And here the results were 50% of you guys said that it's a goat. 26% said it's Smile to Jannah, 17% said it's a child, and only 5% said it's a woman. So I would have to agree here and say it's probably not a woman, probably not a child. It might be Smile to Jannah or a goat. So, and 1.2 thousand people, 1.2 thousand votes. This is not a joke. This is serious data here. So I'm taking that seriously, and I'm thinking this might be a goat.
Can only communicate with his audience via whiteboard, because of course.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, let me let her say.
He posted a video in which his wife can only communicate with his audience via whiteboard, because of course women can't speak in Islam.
She's not going to be in the video, but she's going to have her say with this whiteboard that I bought her. So, okay, she's saying she made the video, not him. I don't know his opinion. Well, exactly. There you go. Okay, there's nothing else.
I just want to focus on a few things here once again.
Of course, women can't speak in Islam.
She's not going to be in the video, but
she's not going to be in the video, of course. Don't be ridiculous. She's not going to be in the video. She can be in the video, of course.
I'm going to have her say with this whiteboard that I bought her.
That part, she's going to have her say with this whiteboard that I bought her. I'm sorry, but this sounds and looks like he is talking about a little child, right? Jokes aside now. Or he's talking to a I don't know, a mentally challenged person who needs help and who can't speak for themselves or something like that. Certainly doesn't sound like he's talking about a woman who is an individual, who's a free, independent individual. No, it sounds like he's talking to somebody who really needs help from a functioning adult, which is just it's so ridiculous. Yeah, sexist is the word, but it's even more ridiculous than just that.
In the video, but she's going to have her say with this whiteboard that I bought her. So, okay, she's saying she made the video, not him. I don't know his opinion. Well, exactly. There you go. Okay, there's nothing else I have to say. Anything you'd like to say? If you do, just let me know, inshallah.
And
she actually played the not all of the video. I actually want to look at the video in its entirety once again. Just a clip that David would post it on his Twitter page, which got a lot of traction. 14 million views. So many people saw this. So many people reacted to this. Like many huge accounts reacted to this. So let's look at this one more time.
I have my wife on my right. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you well, inshallah. She's not going to be in the video, but she's going to have her say with this whiteboard that I bought her. But why is the default that the woman is innocent and the man is always guilty? Okay, there's something my wife wants to say.
Okay, there's something my wife wants to say. Let me see. Oh, you learned to write. Okay, you're making progress. I think. I myself can't read.
Salama probably had enough as women give a lot of chances, has zero tolerance now. Okay.
Here, this is the thing. Look, Stuart Ungahar says this is a prank, isn't it? And that's the thing. That's what lots of people think, because especially people in the West think, well, no, this can't be serious. Can't be serious. It can't be that bad. This must be a joke. This must be a skit. It's not a skit. It's not a skit. This is completely serious. It just looks and sounds so ridiculous. But it's serious.
This is why I want you here. Yeah, it's very important for you to be here. Yes.
So that you can learn to communicate.
Just to take the past traumas of their father or ex-husband, etc., and project it on other people. So, okay, she's saying she made the video, not him. I don't know his opinion. Well, exactly. There you go. Okay. There's nothing else I have to say. Anything you'd like to say? If you do, just let me know, inshallah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, told us he went to the hellfire. Again, I know you guys are going to be like, oh, it's a reality check. Okay. And he saw a majority of the women of the hellfire. Why? He said, not because they are ungrateful to Allah, because they are ungrateful to their husbands.
That is a hadith that I heard a lot of times throughout my life. But it is an actual hadith. So according to Muhammad, the majority of the dwellers of hell were women. That's what Muhammad said. He said he saw the fire of hell and the majority of the dwellers were women. And let me bring out an example here. He passed by the women and said, "O women, give alms, as I have seen that the majority of the dwellers of hellfire were you, women." They asked, "Why is it so, O Allah's messenger?" He replied, "You curse frequently." See, women, you curse all the time. And are ungrateful to your husbands. See, there it is. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you women? You curse frequently and you're ungrateful to your husband. See? This is not misogynistic. No, women are very much valued. Women are very important. Women are so respected in Islam and so put in such a great, wonderful, important position. No. There's nothing degrading about this. It's just that you can't be ungrateful to me, your husband. Otherwise, you might go to hell. Wow, man. This is Muhammad. This is Islam. I have not seen anyone more deficient in intelligence and religion than you. A cautious, sensible man could be led astray by some of you. The women ask, "Oh, Allah's messenger." I'm doing this out of respect. Okay, the sound, the button. I'm doing this out of respect because you're supposed to say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when you hear Muhammad's name. What is deficient in our intelligence and religion, he said, is not the evidence of two women equal to the witness of one man. They replied in the affirmative. He said, this is the deficiency in her intelligence. Isn't it true that a woman can neither pray nor fast during her menses? The women replied in the affirmative. He said, this is the deficiency in her religion. So imagine that you have a you have a natural condition where your body as a woman has the periods, and you are not, and you are limited because of that by the limits of your religion in terms of worship at that time. And for that, apparently, Allah makes it so that women are more likely to go to hell. Wow. Look at the logic, look at the justice here. This is Islam.
Not because they are ungrateful to Allah, because they are ungrateful to their husbands. Anything that I said wrong is from Shaitan and myself. Anything good is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there's anything you disagree on, no. Okay. Are you under any duress? You can blink twice. No.
Okay, when I saw this part, I laughed out loud at first because it almost sounds like he's mocking her in her position. Because if you're under any duress, blink twice. It's not like we're going to see her blink, right? Maybe she's blinking there, right? Maybe she blinked twice right there. Maybe right there she blinked twice, and we will never know. We'll never know. We'll never see it. We have no idea.
Duress, you can blink twice. No. Okay, that's fine. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh for myself and my dear wife. May Allah bless you for your contributions. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Yes. And she most likely blinked twice. We just will never know. We have no idea. Yep.
The left, progressives, are shocked, appalled that this man had the audacity to espouse these misogynistic views and acts. If only someone had warned them. So we've imported the sexism I warned about. Excellent job, Britain. Twice the rate of Canada. Very impressive. Very good. You got rape all over the place. You got women wearing garbage bags. Nice. This sort of hypocritical nonsense behavior is to be expected from the left, to be expected from progressives. Honestly, come on.
However, this is not just about the left, is it? I think this is where she will turn to the right. Because I think one of the main motives for her making this video is to lash out at the right, or people who are supposedly right.
But the right, these were the ones that shocked me, because now they seem to really want their own turn at diversity. They want to get in on the fun. They've just been fully adopting caveman, ooga booga, bonk women on the head ideology the last bit. Like, we're talking grug, low IQ. But the strangest thing is, you literally have tweets like this from big right-wing accounts, Catturd, where you have a woman saying, hey, the current market that we're living in, the 9 to 5, I don't think it's really, designed for happiness or fulfillment.
Why is it that I have to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live? I don't know what to do about it anymore, I'm so tired.
Catturd just says,
I agree. That's very exhausting. That is very bad. I agree with that as well. But I don't really get it.
make me a sandwich in response to her. This is the high IQ, right?
Who is Catturd? Who is Catturd? Is the online identity of American Twitter shitposter and internet troll Philip Buchanan. What? 59 years old? Are you kidding me? I'm not sure if this is accurate, but this thing here says, is the online identity of right-wing American Twitter shitposter and internet troll Philip Buchanan. And it says here, age 59. Huh. But yeah, so this is the stuff that is going on the right, and that is actually being popularly shared. It's seen by many people on the right as like, oh, this is based, yeah, tell them, women to the kitchen, yeah. And then the next moment they're like, well, I don't know why women feel uncomfortable with the right. I don't know. I don't understand.
Wing we're promoting right now. We're supposed to be better than this. When I was growing up, right-wing ideals used to be pretty simple. Family, faith, church, chivalry, respect, community. We used to lambast societies where women couldn't vote or get educated, and now these influencers see that shit and think, yes, perfect. Burqas for everyone, multiple wives, all of them illiterate. I don't want to be able to have a conversation with a single woman. Love it. And the reason
this is happening a lot on the right at the moment. I hope she gets more into some people who actually appeal to Islam. I mean, I can think of several individuals, especially since October 7th, since the whole Israel-Hamas war started. A lot of people went in. Something happened after October 7th. After October 7th, lots of people got kind of radicalized or went harsher, more radical in their views, no matter where they were. And a lot of people who in the West had some anti-establishment ideas, including on the right, went fully insane into the camp of everything is Israel's fault. Everything is Israel's fault. Jews, the Jews. It's the Jews' fault that I'm stupid. The Jews made me stupid. The Jews gave me brain damage. And then cozying up with Islam and saying, oh, Islam is not that bad. For such a long time, I was told that Islam is a problem, but now I know that Islam is not that bad.
Our society is better, and why myself and so many others defended the West back in the day is because everyone was educated, men and women. Women literally educate our children. We get dumber men when women aren't educated. And this is the reason everyone wants to come to our society.
Yes. Thank you. That's how it is. You don't have to be a complete you don't have to go hard left to acknowledge one fact, which is that society consists of, I don't know, just think of it as two legs, right? If you injure one of the legs or cut it off, you can't walk properly. It's the men and the women in society are not supposed to subdue each other. They're supposed to walk together to carry things forward in the best way. You can't be like, oh, we have to create a society that's strong, not weak. The women should shut up and do whatever I say. If you do that, you will just create stupid generations, which is what's happening in the Middle East. Yes, I said it. I said it. Islam is disgusting. That's very Islamophobic. That's very, very Islamophobic. I prefer the middle so I don't get dizzy. That's cool. Okay. Did anyone give context of what the video is about? No context. Nobody explained what the video is about. Thank you. Where was that? Rebecca is here. I saw Rebecca here earlier. Hello, Rebecca. What's up?
Because it is more intelligent, more literate. People are more capable of engaging and building community. Women and men who are higher educated, way less likely to divorce, way less likely. And that family unit, so integral. And yet we want to go back in time instead, go back to the Stone Age, to the values of the people who are literally escaping those countries to come here because it's created such shit cultures. And listen, I get it. Feminists back in 2015.
Look, she is pointing at one important thing, which is that a lot of people on the right are kind of adopting these idiotic, strong man ideas. And I wouldn't say that's true for most people on the right. I would say that's true for a lot of very idiotic people on the right. I mean, I don't know. It kind of really took off with the whole Andrew Tate thing. And then with Andrew Tate, lots of people who respect Andrew Tate and who support him and who are part of his community, then also becoming famous with idiotic talking points that are anti women and all that. Oh, hi, Rebecca. What's up? I thought you were live earlier. Yes, you were. And she's approaching the whole situation from a women aspect. It's not just women. It's not just the issue with women. So we had many years ago, there was always this problem where people were pointing at the left, the Western left, the liberals, the progressives, and so on, the socialists, and were saying, "Oh, look at these people. They're traitors. They're stupid. They don't know. They hate Western values so much that they defend Islam and all that." But even back then, I pointed it out. It's not just the left. You have it outside of the left, on the right, and in some conservative spaces, where people are making excuses for Islam or defending Islam in a way, and in that case, it's actually more problematic, because when the left does it, it is much more obvious. When the right does it, it is done by a part of the population that is supposed to be aware of what a horrible and incompatible religion and culture Islam is. They're not supposed to be the ones who do the who defend Islam and Muslim culture and to say, "Oh no, it's actually fantastic. It's actually very, very good. It's actually very nice. There are lots of good qualities about it. Let's not be so bad toward it." But it's suddenly the right that is, or many people on the right who are adopting this approach of trying to tell us that Islam is actually good. I don't know. I've seen so many people. You had Patrick Bet-David recently downplaying Islam and praising Islam on a way. There was famously Andrew Tate, the absolute caveman hero, him praising Islam, and a bunch of other cavemen who are less intelligent than him, which says a lot, follow in his footsteps to praise Islam. Then recently I saw, I don't know, who was that? Lauren Chen. I don't know much about her, but she's kind of a conservative commentator, and she made some comments on Twitter on how Islam isn't actually that bad. And I don't know, this is such an idiotic trend that is going around. And it is worse than what the left does. It's really worse than what the left does. It's much worse.
2016, that shit. Gone. They were doing stuff like this.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald? Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
I love the mansplaining. I'm enjoying it.
You're loving what?
The mansplaining that's going on.
There I was thinking it was just me that had a problem, but it turns out it's the air conditioning that's sexist.
I know. So many women in our office have the exact same problem.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
I was on the forefront of criticizing that absurdity, and it was absurdity.
Which I think is quite dumb. And that's kind of where I really lost interest with all these anti-feminist circles, because these were all non-issues. They were literally just big non-issues. Most of it is gone. Nobody cares about it anymore. People were wasting time talking about these non-problems that nobody even cared about, that nobody even would care about in a few years. I mean, who even knows nowadays what manspreading means? That was like the big meme. Like, oh, look at that. Now they're trying to tell us how to sit. Nobody cares. It's a non-problem. It was a meme.
But really, in response to this, do you have to go and become barbarians? Listen, the left imported all of this. I don't want to hear a bo peep from them about the sexism of young British boys. They did this. And now you've got all...
Gigi said it's a non-issue to someone who doesn't have to deal with it. You mean the men spreading? I don't even know how to react to this comment.
All of these new influencers on the right that say I've changed, I've become some sort of feminazi now, that I shouldn't be critiquing any of this, that I shouldn't even be online at all, commenting on politics whatsoever. Let me tell you right now, I have not changed on this subject one bit. Not one bit. But what has changed is there has been an influx of new demographics with intolerant ideologies who right-wing influencers are trying to appeal to. Because there's just as much money in mass migration to be made from the left as there is in the right. And they want to make sure that money's making its way around to everyone, including themselves. So to make the
So what she's saying is that a lot of people on the right are also trying to appeal to this the Muslim population or the changing demographics because, and their motivator is money. That is an interesting way to see it. It's quite simple, I would say. Of course, Muslim population is increasing. Muslim population is becoming more and more involved. If you therefore then start appealing to this Muslim population and pandering to them and then being popular with them, you will have more success. Of course, that could be it. I'm not sure if that is true for all the people who are doing it. I feel like a lot of people on the right discover, such as, I don't know, with Patrick Bet-David, for example, that's I think what I observed with him. He realizes that a lot of Muslim people or Islamist people find themselves agreeing with right-wing conservative talking points, and they start taking over, and they start becoming having very high numbers in their audiences. Like when you go on Patrick Bet-David's podcast, you can see a lot of Muslim people in the chat. And of course, they start, the host of the show starts reacting to whatever audience they have. And sorry to say, but if you lack integrity, you might find yourself pandering to those people in order to keep them, in order to keep their company, in order to be praised by them and not be criticized by them. This is, by the way, why I have a newfound respect for Tommy Robinson, for example. He was also in this position. He could have also switched and said, yeah, you know what, mate, we talk a lot about Islam in the past, yeah, but it's not that bad. There's a lot of things that are worse than Islam. But no, he didn't do that. He is still very harsh on Muslim immigration, Islamic values, and so on. He's not giving into that, and he's getting a lot of backlash for that from conservative audiences, but he doesn't care. He still sticks to it. This is where I have respect for the guy, for example. If you have integrity, you should probably stick to the very, very values that you stood for, that you defended for so long, and not give into certain factors such as popularity with Muslims or money from Muslims and all that. If you are really weak enough to give into that and thereby change your opinion on Islam and Muslims, wow, I don't know what to say, but that's just so weak-minded. So absolutely weak-minded.
this clear, millions more people with different ideologies come into our countries, and that becomes millions more people to make money off of, on super chats, on events, everything. Who cares about morals? Who cares what right wing actually thought 10, 15 years ago? There is money to be made.
They're gonna have sex with any guy they want to.
You're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
Women simply just don't care too much about bitch.
This is the perfect example that you can be dumb as a girl and make it through life, bro.
What? No. Did you say fuck the woman, fuck the woman? If your dad.
This is what I mean. People make these circles popular. I mean, anyone who has contributed so far to the popularity and spread of a show like Fresh and Fit, for example, which is the one thing that sticks out to me here. Myron and his dumb friend, they're both very dumb.
Be dumb as a girl.
So both these guys. So this show, for example, I mean, anyone who has contributed to the spread and the popularity of this show, what in the world are you thinking? And are you really surprised when you then see that women don't agree with your viewpoints and sympathize with different political, groups and stances and all that? Why would you promote such a barbaric caveman attitude toward women, and then expect women to be on board with that. This show is just the entire purpose of this show, Fresh and Fit, at this point is just to treat women like trash. That's it. And Islam fits in as well, very well. Islam fits in very, very well, because Islam treats women like trash. Mongtard said, where can we check out Destiny and Sneako's debate? I think I'm going to check it out tomorrow with David. I saw a little bit of it. Destiny was murdering Sneako. I'm going to check it out tomorrow, most likely with David. Chloe said, oh, my favorite pagan, where my fave Ixionet. He's going to be later live with Robert Spencer in about an hour or so. Sankey, surprised Lauren isn't simping for Islam like most grifters of her generation are nowadays, especially since she's a Leave Canada. They're usually the worst. Oh yeah, Canadians are terrible people. Absolutely worse. Canadians are worst people you can find on the planet. White Trash Panda said, jizya for apostate prophet. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Running Decade IX, bro, we can see her hair and face. This isn't right, brother. Please censor it. Please put Smile to Jannah face on top of hers to make it halal. I wish I could do this, brother. Unfortunately, I don't have the technological abilities, which Allah didn't give me yet. Gargly Oscola said, there's more violence in Tom and Jerry than in Hannibal. This is true. This is true. And there's also, I would say, on average, more violence in Tom and Jerry than in the Bible and the Quran combined. So Tom and Jerry is definitely the most violent religion out there. Benjamin Cohen says, you're damn sure there's more violence in the Bible, AP. We Zionists wrote it after all. Allahu Akbar. Better not trash talk the prophet. Exactly. I have nothing but respect for you, Benjamin Cohen. Thank you. Gordon's Bulldozer. Hi, AP. Can you check out Damar, please? I will. And finally, St. Miles. What's up? Hey, IP. Hey, IP. Look, now I think I'm IP. Now I actually think I'm IP. I'm referring to myself as IP. Not because I have to pee, but because I'm thinking of IP. Because I think I'm as educated and as intelligent and as patient and reasonable as inspiring philosophy. I'm not. That's not what you get here. St. Miles said, hey, AP, did you see that OANN news that many states and cities in America are changing the stars on their flags to 8-pointed stars for Islam? Is this a joke? I haven't. What is this? What is this about? What is this about? I want to know what this is about. Is this a joke? Must be a joke. Must be a joke. Oh, no, let's continue with the video.
Girl and make it through like.
What?
Oh.
What did you say? Fuck the woman! Fuck the woman! If your dad cheated on your mom, how would you feel?
A lot of money. Fuck yeah, you got your money up, man. I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she.
What?
Girl and make it through like.
What? What did you say? Fuck the woman! Fuck the woman! If your dad cheated on your mom, how would you feel?
A lot of money. Fuck yeah, you got your money up, man. I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating.
Men don't really need. She shouldn't have an Instagram. That's cheating. Okay.
A woman can't divorce, and that's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You gotta endure.
I recently decided that women shouldn't vote.
Oh, I might like family more than you. So much high five.
I'm doing this for money. It's all about money to me.
Now listen, this will be my last.
I don't get it. Like Pearl, who is a despicable person, for example, says women shouldn't vote. I really don't understand. When a woman says, as a woman, I think women shouldn't vote. Now, first off, that sounds extremely pathetic. But secondly, if your view of women is really that low, why don't you just take the first step and delete your online profiles and disappear and let others do whatever they want?
Point on this subject. I get it. The left imported the entire planet. They fucked everything up. But that doesn't mean the right has to.
She said a bad word.
F everything up too. That doesn't mean they have to become lowest common denominator intelligence of our population at the moment. And here's what you can do if you're watching this right now. Go outside. Treat people.
No, I will not go outside. I'm not doing that. What a disgusting suggestion. I'm not going outside.
With respect and good values. You see an old lady crossing the street that needs help, go and help her. You see a girl at 18 trying to join OnlyFans,
Don't give her a podcast mic and start mocking her. Invite her to your church barbecue.
Excuse me, then how am I supposed to make money off of women? I'm supposed to set up a studio where I talk about how women shouldn't be on OnlyFans, where I then will invite women who are on OnlyFans to talk to them and make fun of them. That's basic logic, of course. Fresh and fit right there. Similarly, for example, I would say I'm against heroin and meth, and I think people shouldn't do heroin and meth, which is why I should create a studio where I famously invite people who advocate for heroin and meth and all that, and let them do it right there to promote them, give them money and all that. It makes perfect sense.
Cultivate family. Speak truth. Value education. Act in general, decent and good ways. And stop watching this trash.
Nicely said. This is Lauren Southern. That was Lauren Southern. Lauren Southern spoke. Stop watching this trash, she said. I would go further and say stop creating the trash, or just take out the trash. Don't be like these absolute idiots, like the one that I'm recently beefing with, Jake Shields, who is the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. The worst of the absolute worst. Who is a guy who thinks Islam is cool. Islam is cool. Muslim is so cool, yeah. And Jews are bad. Jews made me stupid. I'm stupid because of Jews. That's what Jake Shields stands for. This guy. His follower count really significantly grew and blew up after October 7, where he started simping for pro-Palestine talking points and Muslims and trashing Jews and Israel. Really, really, really bad. But yeah, this was Lauren Southern. Check it out if you want to know more, or if you're just I don't know, if you just ridiculously say, oh, what a pretty woman, I want to go look at a woman, not at this guy, then go and check out her channel and subscribe. I don't care. Jew made me dumb. That is true. That is what Jake Shields does. So Jake Shields is one of the people who prominently decided to blame everything in the world on Jews and on Israel. And so he recently started adopting certain conspiracy theories. Now, for example, Israel did 9/11. That's one thing. The other thing is Jews are the reason I have brain damage. That is another thing that he adopted. And then there is another thing, which is, of course, oh yeah, Jews are behind all the wars in the world and all the problems, including the killing of Kennedy. So he says Israel did 9/11. Jews gave me brain damage, which is why I'm tweeting out dumb stuff like this. And what did I just say? Oh yeah, Jews are responsible for everything, including the Kennedy, the JFK murder, JFK assassination. That's what he says. And you would think I'm joking. That's probably because I don't know. Let's see. I recently I look at his garbage sometimes because I like looking at garbage and respond to it at certain points. But he is one of those people who will do these things, who will say, it's actually Israel that is responsible for the killing of JFK, and there's so much evidence that points toward it. And you ask him for evidence, and he will never give you the evidence. He also recently spread this whole conspiracy theory here, which is in 2001, on 9/11, 5 Israeli men were arrested for dancing and celebrating as the Twin Towers fell. They were filming and had large amounts of cash, box cutters, and residue of explosives on them. They were discovered to be Mossad agents who later admitted they were there to document the events. While in jail, they failed numerous lie detector tests. One agent was an alleged expert in explosives. They were part of Urban Movers, which was a large Israeli shell company used to get Mossad agents and spies in the US. Due to pressure from higher ups, they were released and sent back to Israel. That's very, very cool. Very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. I would just really like to see the sources for these claims. I know from memory that almost everything here is inaccurate. Almost every single line here is inaccurate. And some of them are completely made up, like this one here. One agent was an alleged expert in explosives. There is not even such a claim, not even such a suspicion. It never happened. I don't know who made this up. It might be him who made this up. Or it might be somebody else. Whoever he follows on 4chan might have made this up. I don't know. But it's totally made up. No such thing ever happened. Due to pressure from higher ups, they were released and sent back to Israel. Do you know how ridiculously stupid this conspiracy theory is? And I will tell you one reason why this is such a ridiculous conspiracy theory. One reason. And the reason is that these people that he's speaking of, who were arrested on 9/11, are not just obscure people and we don't know their names. No, we actually know their names. We have a name and a face attached to every single one of them. In fact, they went back to Israel, where they went on TV, on a talk show, to explain what they went through as a result of this address, as a result of this arrest in America. So imagine, imagine these guys were secret Mossad agents. Secret Mossad agents. Israel was conducting a secret operation in America, and these agents, these secret agents, were involved in 9/11. Look at that. Israel is so smart and so evil and so powerful. So powerful. So much that they brought those secret Mossad agents back to Israel and then put them on talk shows in Israel where they can say whatever they want. Yep, that makes complete sense. That makes so much sense. And of course, you can hardly blame this guy because, as said, one of the conspiracy theories that he also believes in is that Jews gave him brain damage, and it wasn't Jews. Somebody should explain this to him. It wasn't Jews who gave him brain damage. He has been an MMA fighter for a long time, which is probably what gave him the brain damage. Stop blaming everything on Jews. Yeah, so this is one of those people. Anyway, anyway, I saw this earlier, which
protest. I think
this is the main goal.
I'm not sure if this is a joke, to be honest.
This is the main goal with tonight's protest.
I think the goal is just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU stops. I honestly don't know all of what NYU's doing.
Is there something that NYU's doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure they're... Do you know what NYU's doing? About what? About Israel. Why are we protesting here?
Palestine will be free!
I wish I was more educated.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know who these people are, but this is a protest. And she's asked why they're protesting, and she tries to explain it, and she says, I actually don't know. And she asks her friend, and she also doesn't know why they're protesting. I'm not sure if this... Honestly, this just looks too bad. I don't know if this is real or if this is a prank. And I hope at this point, I really, really hope that this is a prank, because this can't be real. This is the way that I feel. This is the way that I just feel the way that other people feel when they watch Ali Dawa communicate with the goat next to him, and where the goat only communicates by writing on a whiteboard, and they say, "Oh, this must be a skit." Yeah, I know it's not a skit; it's serious. But at this point, I can't tell if this here is a skit or if it's serious, because it's unbelievable.
The main goal with tonight's protest?
I think the goal is just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU stops. I honestly don't know all of what NYU is doing.
Is there something that NYU is doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure they're... Do you know what NYU is doing? About what? About Israel. Why are we protesting here?
Palestine will be free!
I wish I was more educated.
And she says, I wish I was more educated. I mean, this just sounds really, who can seriously say it? This just sounds like an obvious prank. But you don't know nowadays because these people are the same people who are now going out there and protesting for Hamas, an organization that would literally torture and kill them if they advocated for their very values, which they have in America. So stupid people everywhere, insanity everywhere. It's hard to tell now if this is real or not. I don't know. I want to say it is real, but yes, I don't know. Speaking of Israel, people are now accusing me of being a secret Jew because I said in response to this Muslim cowboy who said Muhammad and Jesus worship the same God, peace be upon them. I said Jesus glorified the God of Israel. Muhammad prayed to a pagan cube and didn't even know the name of the God of Israel. And some people really reacted to this and were like, why are you here, Ridvan Shlomo? Look at this. This is supposed to be a mockery of Jews. But what does it have to do with anything? Because the post said Israel. Here, this one says, go wail in front of the wailing wall. Make your shahada to Yahweh. This guy actually knows, unlike Muhammad. Muhammad didn't know the name. Why can Jews... So why is this about Jews? Because saying God of Israel is not something that is limited to Jews. And people should know this. This should be basic. God of Israel is something that is mentioned in the Bible many times, including in the Christian Bible. And you can open a Christian Bible and you can find that expression right there in the Christian Bible. It's not about Jews. However, Muslims will come and see something like this and will say, why are you saying God of Israel? Is it because you're trying to please the Jews? It's because Muslims have no idea about the Bible and the religion that preceded the fake religion named Islam. Because they don't know, they don't understand the language, they don't understand the tradition, they don't understand the history. They see Israel and they're like, Israel, why are you saying Israel? Is it because you're a Jew? Right here, I have it right here. Look, hey Muslims, look at this. Hey Muslims, look at this. Psalms 41:13. Look what it says here. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. See? Does that mean this Christian Bible is Jewish? Does it mean these people are Jews? I don't know. We will never know. I guess it's true. Must be true then. Must be true. Yeah. That's that. What else is there? I don't know. I kind of went live today without a plan. Because I saw that Rebecca was live and I thought I should go live so that people switch from her live stream to my live stream and her views decrease. That's why I decided to go live. La 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 la. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Nothing else is happening. I think I'm going to stop it right here. Actually, I have a lot of super chats. I have to read all the super chats. Hey, Rebecca, do you want to come on here and sit here and talk? Let me know. Shooter Down Under said the Bible is a bigger book, but the Quran feels a lot longer when you read it. That is true. That is a good point. It's because the Quran is so boring and so dumb and so repetitive. You just don't want to continue reading after the first few pages. It's torture. It is literally torture. They should use the Quran as torture device. You know, when questioning people, they should really do that. They should recite the Quran. Or they should tell, I don't know, people that they have to read the Quran. Something like that. I don't know. Mosh Cohen said, "Empires crumble from within." Take 2. Effing sad. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is what people are doing.
Urinating upon one another. That's what they do.
Buff IP says, "Just imagine if a poor Westerner heard you call them stupid. Imagine how that would make them feel. Letting women exist as Islamophobic leather straps." This is true. This is true. House of Fire Belly Toads made a super chat. Thank you so much. White Lily, Western person about to get their head separated from his body. Oh wow, I love your culture. Seriously, that's what I think. That is what I think. 1 divided by 137 says, "You're doing great work. Thank you so much." 1 divided by 137. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much. 1 divided by 137. House of Fire Belly Toads. Will the world recover from Islam? AP. I do not think so. I think there is a point of no return. A point of no return. The world is at a point of no return. That's what I think. Oh. Yes, I could do that. There's a video that I wanted to watch. My wife just reminded me, which is by unfriendly ex-Muslim black hottie. Is that her name? Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's it. RD said, "Vielen Dank und viele Grüße aus Berlin." Vielen, vielen Dank. Dankeschön. Grüße zurück. Unfriendly black ex-Muslim hottie. This is not a real photo, by the way. But she has this video that is called "But What About Bilal?" Didn't this have a different title? I thought this video was called something about racism. I don't know. But it just looks very, very offensive. I wanted to watch this because I think it's a very, very interesting, funny, and insightful video. However, at this point, I will not watch it today. Maybe I will watch it tomorrow at some during the day. And tomorrow night, I'll also go live with David to review Destiny and Sneeko. I might do that. But if you want to watch it ahead of me, I would totally suggest going and doing that. Unfriendly black ex-Muslim hottie. Perfect channel name. Sounds very professional. And the video is called "What About Bilal?" It's talking about how racism is extremely common among Muslim and Arab culture. Yes. All right. Buff IP said, "Imagine being married to Ali Dawa and watching him get raped by Smiles to Jannah." That is a big struggle that everyone should be aware of. Yeah. Heroes Workshop. Hey, what's up, Heroes Workshop? Breaking: Smile to Jannah arrested for statutory rape. I still want to publish a clip saying Islamic apologist or Muslim apologist raped live on camera or something like that. And just post that scene. Sankey said, "Muslims aren't even 10%, yet even nationalists are bending over backwards to get that reverse jizya grifter buck. It's over. Saudi under MBS will be less Islamic than European Union Emir Dawa al-Dawa by 2070. It is true. It's like this is one of my grievances. People have always complained about how the left is appeasing Islam. But you can see right-wing nationalist caveman types jump on that boat and be like, "Oh, Islam isn't that bad." Pfft, yeah. Weaklings. Absolute weaklings. I still didn't put a sound for that on here.
You're finished already. Look at me. Look at me. You know you're done.
Mossad Leatherstrap said, "Thank you, Top G." Alhamdulillah. Here I thought I was sterile, but apparently I like men. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. That's pure wisdom from Andrew Tate, the Top G, who is absolutely not gay. Buff IP, imagine being married to Ali D. I already read that. Ari Wasserman, no wonder Dawa dudes are so horny and miserable. The only girls they want to marry for an hour have YouTube channels trashing them. Yakov Kratzbeck made a super sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is not a real person. This is of course a cover account by Mossad. They're trying to send me money through this. Yakov Kratzberg said, Europe is lost. Enjoy your Sharia. Look, now it's acting like a real person, but it's not a real person. This is a secret Mossad account. It's giving me money. Thank you so much. This is what I do, Otherwise, I don't care about Muslims or humans, whatever it is. Benjamin Cohen said, sandwich? Silly goy. My woman makes me kebab. That's beautiful. Ours in depth. Sorry, Lauren. Women killed chivalry. Deal with it. No, you killed chivalry. Zidra the Xeno mommy said, her. Please show my head again. Yeah, baby. Ari Wasserman, she's very clever, but she's never been very pro-Israel or friendly to Jews. She's defended neo-Nazis like Richard Spencer in the past and talked about white genocide. I hope she's grown up a bit. I think that's one of the reasons why I wasn't very sympathetic toward her and other people like her. She wasn't just right wing. She was on the side. She was in a circle that was taking things a little bit too far, and that was doing these white nationalist kind of things, which never really appealed to a very large population. But she actually befriended and worked with that kind of stuff. I think she changed. So she quit YouTube a few years ago. Then a year ago, she came back again to the scene, and she made a long video where she explained what happened. And I think she changed her views very much on politics and race and all that. Not sure where she stands on the whole Israel thing. Yeah, I don't know. Gigi Ryder said, we are living in Dar al-Harb but don't know it. This is true. It's true. The Uralic tribes. Hey, AP, my ethnic cousin Rebecca Barsev says hi. The last time Jews were banned from entering a college like this was in Austria in the 1930s. Yes, and we even have a photo for that. Nazis blocking Jews from university. We even have a photo for that, a very infamous photo, which is very funny. I say we have a photo for that, and then I look for it and I can't find it initially. If it's so very well known, shouldn't it just come up immediately when I look for it? Where's that? Nazi blocking Jews from University, Austria. Okay. It's one where the Nazis hold hands and block the Jews from entering. Why can I not find this very famous photo? This is ridiculous. It shouldn't take me more than 1 minute or 5 seconds. Huh. Nazis preventing Jews from entering university. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. It's right here. This one. Post found in Holocaust Encyclopedia. We have it right here in it, where you have Jews being barred from entering the university in Austria, in Vienna. Yes. Let's see. R Canada said, does AP make money from live stream? If you make super chats, it does give me something, but I primarily make money from Mossad and Israel paying me secretly. I'm being paid by the Jews. That's primarily how I get paid. Sankey said, good thing is mostly online grifters. Try telling Cletus in Alabama that actually Islamic immigration is based because they are anti-Zionist allies. That's true. That is true. Jen, remember, there is a guy, Yaron Aviaham, Arab convert who grew up in Gaza, went to Hamas school. They made him get in a grave and pray for death at 9 minus horrors. Have I heard of the guy? Yaron Avraham. I don't know. I'll check it out. Yes. Running Decade X says Moja probably sees this as an opportunity. You see, the Quran has the right view of gender roles. Madame religion superior to liberalism. You see. Did you see My Hair Tuesday and Tommy Robinson's awesome speech on St. George's Day calling out the Islamo-leftists? I haven't. I should have a look at that. I should go live tomorrow for 6 hours and just watch a bunch of stuff. Running Decade X said, on the other hand, if Islam becomes associated with the right, they might lose their status as protected darlings of the establishment. They're with the enemy. I wouldn't bet on that at all. Actually, I don't know. It's difficult. It is difficult. Islam manages to kind of throw itself into the laps of the caring people and act like a little baby that cries like, oh no, Islamophobia, please help me, right before it cuts off your head. Mad social scientist said, you think the women-hating podcasts are a subversive Islamic plot to prime young men into a disposition likely to support or accept the ideology? If I was thinking that society is really being engineered so intelligently and or in an organized way by certain people behind the scenes, I would probably think that, but no, that's definitely not what I think. I don't think that at all. I think people are just disgusting. Doshim Mayan said, Uzair Jibril, this is not a myth, this is the maths. Yeah. Jesse, Lauren is intelligent and wise beyond her years. I'm in agreement with her opinions in most of the things she talks about. I'm happy that you do that. Crossover Maniac, if he has brain damage, then why we should trust him to tell us who fried his mind? He has brain damage, so his judgment isn't... I know that's the thing. People don't realize. Where Jake Shields blames the Jews for giving him brain damage. But yeah, the first thing that you should ask yourself is, why would I listen to this guy if he has brain damage, right? Or how can you trust his judgments when he has brain damage? Of course, he can't think about this because he has brain damage. RD said, AB, what are your thoughts on what Professor Shai Davidai is dealing with at Columbia University? I need to look extensively into the whole Columbia University thing. I think the issue is still not resolved. It's still ongoing. There's still a lot of protests going on. They tried to disperse the crowds. There's now a tent city in the stupid, dumb place that is known as Columbia University. And they said, this is now an autonomous place. We will now call it the People's University. These idiots. I mean, just look at the ridiculousness of this. Campus protests. What is this? Library of Columbia University. Built tents, refused to get out of there. These are supposed to be videos, but nothing is playing. And the thing is, these are just a bunch of jobless people. I mean, you have to think about it that way. The things that these people are doing, many of them students or unemployed people, are just a way to get out of classes and to do something with your life where you think, oh, I'm actually helping people now. I'm contributing to a cause that I care about a lot. I care about a cause a lot. I'm actually doing something now by going outside and putting up a tent and spending my time there and dancing and playing music, for which I would be killed in Gaza. I am really changing the world right now instead of studying or going to work. The speaker, Mike Johnson, had some interesting words to say about that.
Inside the encampment is go back to class and stop the nonsense. Look, if we want to have a debate on campus about the merits of these things, let's do that. But you can't intimidate your fellow students and make them stay home from class. Think about that. Is that right? Do you think that's right? Stop wasting your parents' money, Congressman Lawler says. I think.
Stop wasting your parents' money. Yeah. That's what they're doing. That's what they do. But yeah, I need to look further into that and into what the professor is going through at the moment. Sakura Arai said, yeah, I know, Rebecca. I got your message, but I'm actually going to leave in 5 to 10 minutes. Gwyneth, but we should go live tomorrow, maybe together. Gwyneth Isaac said, I've got to go build a goat pen soon. Seriously. You say seriously, and I believe you. Yes, I believe you. This time I believe you.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
This meme is stuck in my head every day now. Sakura Arai, I'm from Australia. What do you think of its government trying to take on Elon in court to ban church stabbing video? You should talk about it. I don't really know where that situation is at the moment. Would need to look into that as well. St. Miles, link to previous super chat. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you, St. Miles. I'll check it out. I will have a look. Autumn Sun, Jew here, giving you a bit of money. Did you do anything just for fun in Israel? I actually didn't. I think. Hardly. Didn't really have time for that. I was running around all the time in Israel. So I really want to go to Israel and just enjoy a few things. But what was more important there was to go around, meet people, I don't know, do work stuff. It gave me a lot of meaning and made me feel very connected to Israel. I seriously did come back from Israel and thought I feel so connected to that place. I don't know. I have a friend that I text with sometimes. He's a religious Jew. He's in Germany. He's actually a rapper. Some people might know him, Ben Salomo. And when I came back, I told him about how I felt, how I feel like I'm supposed to be there and I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to support the people. It's like I'm part of it, but I'm actually not. And I don't know. I was talking with him about it, and I wanted to kind of take a little bit of time to then talk about how it felt spiritually or emotionally, and I still can't really express how I felt or even or how I feel, but I really do feel like I never had a connection to Israel. I'm not Jewish. I don't have any background in it, but it felt like when I was there, it didn't feel like a place that I don't know. It felt like I belonged there. It felt like I was there before. I don't know. It was very strange, and I feel this feeling of wanting to stand with Israel, especially at a time like this. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I grew up basically being told that Jews are monsters in my family. Terrible.
Urinating upon one another. That's what they do.
And ruined such a thing with this stupid meme. Zidra Zeno Mommy said, can you explain Sahih Muslim 1438? Thanks, bro. Sahih Muslim 1438a. Which one is that? It says, did you hear Allah's messenger mentioning Al-Azl? He said yes, and added, we went out with Allah's messenger on the expedition to the Bir Mustaliq. We decided to have sexual intercourse with them. Okay, hey, let's read this together. So, Al-Azl is the practice of pulling out. We went out with Allah's messenger on the expedition to the Bil Mustaliq and took captive some excellent Arab women. Ooh, excellent Arab women. We took them captive, and we desired them, for we were suffering from the absence of our wives. Oh no, this is so sad. This is literally genocide. They weren't having sex because they were far away from their wives. This is literally genocide. But at the same time, we also desired ransom for them. So we decided to have sexual intercourse with them, but by observing azl, withdrawing the male sexual organ before emission of semen to avoid conception. You could just say pulling out, man. This is too long. But we said we are doing an act whereas Allah's messenger is among us. Why not ask him? So we asked Allah's messenger, and he said, it does not matter if you do it, if you do not do it, for every soul that is to be born up to the day of resurrection will be born. It does not matter if you do or do not do it. So it's talking about having sex with captives on the battlefield. Captives, the wives of or the wives or the widows of the enemy whom they killed, and then pulling out, and they ask if that is okay to the Prophet Muhammad, upon which Muhammad says that there is no problem with it, but it doesn't really matter if you do it or not, because a soul that is to be destined will be born anyway, which is very stupid. It doesn't make sense, but then again, it is Muhammad. But yes, it's talking about how you can have sex with slaves and pull out. Chrome, would you chat with a traveling clad? He's a YouTuber in Israel. Yes, I'm actually connected with him. I connected with him. I get in touch with him. I'll arrange that. Knows too much said, surprised the black-cloaked jinn didn't breastfeed Ali Dawa. Happens to be that anti-Hebrew drones are the most immoral and low IQ people on the planet. That is true. That is true, but they probably didn't have the time yet there on the video. James Smith said, hey, AP, did you see Sneeko not being able to give an age for consent using Islam's morals when asked by Destiny? I saw it. Destiny was murdering Sneeko on live stream. I will review that tomorrow with David. Cleo said it's fashion. The mullahs used students in Iran. Tarun Taj, hey AP, I might not have enough money for super chats. Don't make super chats. If you can't make super chats, don't make super chats. Do not make super chats. Why are you making a super chat to tell me that you can't make a super chat? Brian Smutty said 1 divided by 137 is a fascinating number in physics, is known as fine structures constant. I wouldn't know because I never was interested in physics. Very early when they said physics, I was like, oh God. A keffiyeh on college campuses and city streets is a hipster swastika, and it's old and they are so proud. This is pretty much accurate. They're also shouting slogans in support of Hamas, saying, Hamas, Hamas, take another soldier out, and things like that. These are genocidal pieces of shit. You know what? The keffiyeh is not even a Palestinian thing. It is an Iraqi thing. It certainly doesn't originate from the Palestinian Arabs. It was even in that shape, I believe, first worn in Iraq, in the region Iraq, by other Arabs. And it's also argued that it might not even be Arab in origin. I'm not sure, but it could very well be. But it's not from the Palestinian Arabs. They just adopted it as their symbol, just like they adopted lots of other things as their symbol, including a flag designed by the British, or a name for a country that was also given by Western people. Anyway, free Palestine from Hamas. Palestine is Israel. I stand with Israel. I'm proud. And all those who are offended by that can go build a sandcastle. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. And as always...
Why stuttering?
No. As always, have a fantastic day. And
stay away from Islam.
And also go watch Robert Spencer, Jihad Watch video. I think David Wood is going to be live with him there in a minute. And since I ruined it here again.
Stay away from Islam.